Hey y'all, it's me Zippy, and I'm here with part 2 of my reaction to the FIFA World Cup songs from 62 until 22. That's what, 70? 60 years? Math. But yeah, basically I'm recording this. Probably my last video for the year. Most likely than not. But yeah, I'll see you guys next year, if that's the case. But let's just continue off where we left off. We were on Germany, 06, so let's continue to the next the next World Cup. I don't know. There's like 2 songs. I don't know what's gonna happen. Some are official songs. Some I guess are I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if the Coca-Cola song thing started yet. So let's find out. Let's see. Okay, so that song. Are there like 3 German songs or what? Oh my gosh. Okay, that song is actually not bad. Like I don't know if it's the official song. I think it's a official song and official anthem. I don't understand the difference. I don't know which is of more priority, but this one actually doesn't sound bad. I never really listened to like a German song before. I guess me like what are German songs like German musicians like? I have no idea. I've never listened to any German music before. Um, but actually this is and I would have probably had like low expectations going in, but actually this is a pretty good song. Um, I kind of get into the vibe, you know what I mean? Das Situastrett. I don't know. I don't know what that means, but at all. I never heard of Herbert Grönemeyer, but I like it. You know, it's also sung in the German language. I like when they sing in the language of the host nation. Um, Not always possible, but it's nice. Um, and they have also artists from the country too, which I also think is really cool. But yeah, I find this actually to be a really good song. I would give this probably a 6. I want to hear more. You know, actually, not a 6. That's actually too low, isn't it? So maybe a 7. Yeah, I like it. Makes me feel pumped up. That's it. I can get to it. I can get down to it. You know what I mean? Like I like it. I think it has a really FIFA World Cup vibe to it. The next one, let's listen. Okay, that's not a bad song, but like it's very. How many times do they have? Okay, Shakira's next. How many times do they have Spanish artists? I feel like I've seen a Spanish artist sing the World Cup song for every single year since this has begun. Like the first one was like a Spanish song, right? And this also like since like, consecutively Ricky Martin, Shakira, whoever those people were, it's been sorry, no offense. That's also 4 musicians, 4 singers. Wow, I thought though that's. I mean, I heard of 3. You know, last World Cup, this World Cup, but 4. Wow. Usually it's like a duet. I've noticed that the trend is like a duet of artists, which I think is cool too. Featuring so and so, but like this, I've noticed the trend of just Spanish speaking artists. You know, always. Maybe because the music they make is really dope. I don't know. No one says dope anymore. Let me hear it again though. I like it. Is it Mexico y Puertorriqueña? I don't know. I actually would vibe to that song even if it wasn't for the World Cup. Like it's a song to listen to. I love the music video too. It's very 2006. um, Arriba Arriba. This would be kind of more fitting if it was like a song that was like made for like Spain or some other Latin American country. You know what I mean? Um, Germany, I don't think it really fits the bill, but I think it sounds great. It also sounds kind of more like its own pop song instead of just like a World Cup. It's almost like the Queen, you know, we're the champions. But what I would say is it's a really good song, and I'm gonna give it probably 7 as well. Yeah, it's kind of the same level as the last one. It's great though. This is amazing. That gives me so. Oh, well, next artist is R. Kelly. Okay, but that gives me a lot of nostalgia. I think it gives everyone nostalgia. I remember even this World Cup, people have been playing it and they've been like vibing to it, and they've been like, once World Cup comes around, this song is always playing, it. And I've already, since World Cup, ended today, I've been hearing it around the clock over and over and over again. All I will say is that I could go into a huge thing about this, but it's an amazing song. I kind of always wondered, like, why isn't an African artist, playing the song? But they chose Shakira, and she did great. You know what I mean? I think, there's not really well-known African artists. Like back in 2010, maybe we didn't have many. Now it's different, with like, all the new artists and like dance hall and not dance hall. Sorry, that's Caribbean. You know what I mean? Like Davido and Burna Boy and all these. I forgot the name of the genre, but you know what I mean. So, but I think that was a different story 10, 12 years ago. But also, Freshly Gone is part of it. They have a very short verse, though, a very short bridge, though. I wish it was kind of longer, but this song is epic, and I have to give it like, I want to give it a 9. Like, as a kid, I loved it. Looking back now, it's they could have done a little bit more to make it more, I don't know, like, to make it more, I don't know, like louder, I guess. There's some parts that could have been like, go, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes I listen to the song, I feel like, oh, why isn't this instrument like a little bit more amped up, you know what I mean? Like, something in the background. But overall, the end, I love the end. The ending chorus is probably the best part for me, and the bridge is also very close second. So I could go a whole video on this but I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. And the dance is also, this is a song you can dance to. I mean, come on, this video has like what 3.2 billion views. It's amazing. That's not R. Kelly singing though. What? That's like Tony Braxton. Also, this is an official song. This is the official anthem. I've never heard of this song before in my life, ever, ever. But the kind of thing about this other song, right? The kind of thing about the other song I was just showing you is that literally it was a song that like I remember my cousins and I were singing to, dancing to, even in 2014, and I'll come back to that later. So it just transcends everything, even football. This is not R. Kelly singing. That's just sounds like Tony Braxton, Shakira mixed up. It's not great. I don't feel a lot of emotion conveyed. I don't know, like it sounds kind of generic. So I have to give it like a lower score, maybe like a 5, maybe a 4. It's generic. It's kind of cheap too. Like, what's it to do football? Okay, victory, and just a montage of players. I mean, they've all been doing that, but what was going like? Huh? And that was not R. Kelly too. So I don't even know what was going on. Uh, this is a very 2010 video too. I never heard that song back when I was younger. I don't know why, but I will say it's a great song. I don't have much of a kinship and nostalgia. I never heard it growing up. It's nice. I want to give it like, I'll give it a 6. It's not like super nostalgic for me. It's not also something that I feel like I'll listen to by itself. Kind of repetitive too. But well, he's a Somali. He's East African. So yeah, this is great. I have one friend who absolutely loves and adores this song. Everyone else loves Waka Waka, but she swears by this song. And I think I love it. I actually never listened to it when it first came out at all. I only listened to it like the other day just because I was looking through the World Cup songs. And I gotta say, it's one of the best, It also has a great Brazilian vibe. I think it does a great job in showcasing Brazil and Latin culture. And even Waka Waka does a great job of that too. I think it started the whole trend. So for me, it's actually, I don't want to say it's underrated. It has like, what, a billion views? But it's really good. Like, as someone who listened to it when it came out, like, it's actually really impressive. And I adore it and the vibes. Also, if you want to listen to that song, listen to like the last part of it. Like I think these songs go super hard on the last like chorus. There's like what tells you this? Like This is sort of like, as a musician, I guess there's sort of like, ah, these things come together, like, and I just love that. It makes me feel nostalgic for 2014 because that was the first World Cup I actually watched as an 11-year-old, and that last part. Oh, I wish that was also like part of the chorus, but I think it's special as the ending of the song. But Claudia Letti has a very short verse, and I don't know how to pronounce her name. A very short verse, which I don't like. Jennifer Lopez also has a good verse. It's kind of repetitive, kind of like they didn't serve her well with that, whatever they gave to her. Um, but Pitbull kind of like carries and does great. And I like how they have a lot of artists come together. I think that's kind of the unity. A lot of the artists also from other places, like here, there. Pitbull speaking, rapping in Spanish when it's a Brazil song is like, haha, um, the most ironic thing ever, but it's great actually, and I really enjoy it. So I'm gonna give that one an 8. Just some minor themes, yeah. Never heard this one. Daromhito. Okay, so Carlos Santana's guitar carries. But I liked it. Wyclef Jean, Shakira. Ah, that's great. Hips Don't Lie. Alexandre Pires, I'm not sure, that maybe he's Brazilian too. Sometimes they like to include like a local musician, if that makes sense, which is great. Freshly Gun was part of one of the first ones that were part of, that trend. Like a bigger name. I think it's a good way of showcasing new, original talent from the host country. Um, this song, it sounds alright. Oops, has a vibe to it. I'm gonna give it like a 6. I need to listen to more of it. So far, the guitar is amazing, though. I think it has potential. Yeah. This song, like, my friends and I danced to it during the World Cup. 2014, when we were 11 years old, 10, we were very young back then. My cousins, I mean, and we danced to this song. And also Waka Waka, because that was like, those are the two big songs. They're both Shakira songs. Shakira can sing every World Cup song, and I'll be happy with that. Carlinhos Brown, because assuming he's a Brazilian musician, he didn't have like a big role in this song. I think he just like said a few words at the beginning, that was it, and he dipped. But this is a good song. The video kind of lacks, but who cares? It doesn't lack, but like, I don't know. That's an amazing song. That one is great. I think I give that one. Also, it's not as great as Waka Waka. Sorry to say, like the sequel isn't the best as the original. I want to give that one like a. It's something that's nostalgia for me. It's a 6. Cause listening to it when I'm older, I'm like, it wasn't great. The chorus is kind of like Lego. It's like Puerto means like Lego. You know what I mean? What does that mean? So it's not amazing. I want to give it a 5. I'm sorry. It was nostalgia. That was it. That's it. That did it for me. And the nostalgia still a factor in there. So I'm gonna give it a 5 because honestly, as a whole song, it isn't great, but I think the instrumentals carry it, and the background music and everything. The lyrics aren't great. Shakira is a great singer, of course, but like they didn't make the most use with her. So with Waka Waka, they did better. What's this song? I have no. There's like 4 songs, I swear. I know this song. This is awesome, bro. I haven't heard this song in a minute. Oh my gosh. I haven't heard this song in a minute. I might have heard it like recently, but like I didn't know where it came from. This is a beautiful. I don't know if this was a song from Brazil. Amazing song, amazing song. I love it. I gotta say this is actually really vibey. Probably the most football song I've ever heard since Ricky Martin's. Um, I just feel like I'm in a football stadium right now. I want to give this one probably an 8 or a 9. Probably like a 9 because I already feel like, oh my gosh, World Cup, like let's go. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm gonna give it an 8 because I haven't heard the rest of the song. I don't know if the rest of the song is good or not. But like, I just feel like this intense, like, yeah, it's a World Cup, like, what's happening right now. That vibe already started, so I already feel kind of like pumped up. Like, it has that spirit to lift you up. So I'm gonna come back, actually, guys. Part 3. It's gonna be part 3. So stay tuned, and I'll see you then. Bye.